Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin Muhammadin sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. It's a new member. Okay. Okay. Today is the continuation of last week's topic. We're going to do two things today if you have time, inshallah. Yeah. We're going to go through again the various rulings regarding the prayer. Yeah. First of all, what are the pillars of the prayer? Oh, Assalamualaikum. You look so fresh. Allah Barak. Like some nur coming from somewhere. I feel so bright. No, seriously, because it's so prayer. Right? Next one, what I think is obligatory in the prayer. That means, what's the difference between pillars and obligatory parts?
The pillars, if you miss it, you have to
redo all over again. You got no choice. Redo again. Obligatory.
You do the sujood sahwi.
You do the two sujud sahwi, or forgetfulness. If you forget this, so last one is sunnah. That means that those who are not obligatory at all. That means you can miss it and you're going to get any penalties. For this person, it's very important that people know this, because a lot of times, for example, drivers, for example, in the car, they can just stop the car at the side and they just pray sitting down, for example, right? You're not allowed to pray sitting down when you can stand, because that will make your prayer invalid, automatic. So it's very careful. So first thing that we need to understand, the first part of the pillar of the prayer is standing. If you can't stand, you must stand. There are a few exceptions that the sitting down of prayer is allowed for those who are able to stand. The first one, exceptions. When you're sick, right? If you cannot stand, cannot sit, you lie down. If you cannot lie down and you cannot move at all, use your eyes in your movements. That's quite tricky, because you forget which raka'ah, which just a bit, which raka'ah, which sujood. First I said sujood.
What do you close your eyes?
I got so confused. Sorry? Just move your eyes in different positions. Don't know how it works, but So standing is very important. So you cannot. So there's other exceptions include if you're in a vehicle that you're not in a control, like in aeroplane, right, or in a train or a bus, right. By aeroplane, sometimes you can request, or some airlines have a praying place. I know some students some request to pray, and they were allowed to pray. Who's that? Said, yeah. And then he's allowed given a permission to pray. If you should ask first. Yes.
So if you're flying like
Nobody will believe you that you're Muslim, no?
if you fly like across continents, like if you're flying America, England.
Yeah.
What?
The timing.
Yeah.
That's quite tricky. But it's not in this topic, alhamdulillah. There's another topic, which is about standing, right? We will. Okay. So standing is the most important thing, the first pillar. Second one is the opening takbir. Allahu Akbar. Takbir, not the hand position, or the word, the words Allahu Akbar, that you must say. So the common mistakes, as I said before many times, that when somebody want to join the prayer, they just say Allahu Akbar and you just go to the, let's say, sujud position. That makes your prayer invalid because you haven't said the opening takbir yet. You must say Allahu Akbar and then Allahu Akbar. Two Allahu Akbar. So many times you will make the mistake. So you have to be careful in this, right? Thirdly, saying Al-Fatiha, right? Don't say Al-Fatiha, the whole prayer will be invalid. What happens if you are playing Maghrib as a full and Imam is doing the Al-Fatiha? Would you say, or would you just keep quiet? Which is your opinion? You say you read Al-Fatiha, or you don't read?
It depends. If let's say the Imam read Al-Fatiha and then some Imam will pause for a few seconds to allow those who behind them to say the Fatiha, then I will say the Fatiha. But let's say if the Imam said the Fatiha and then directly went to the surah,
you don't read.
Yeah.
But can you read if you want to read?
Can I? I guess
you can read it. I think so, right? So the ruling is this, right? In general, there is opinion that Imam will be the one who is responsible for your Al-Fatiha as a follower, right? So that's for you need not read, but I would like to read because I don't because Al-Fatiha is important. So on the personal basis, I choose to read. When do I read this? Usually after Imam Sawalat Dolin Amin, I would read it. Whether the Imam has a pause or not, I will read it for me personally. Right, just to fulfill the conditions of the pillar of the prayer, which is Al-Fatiha. Okay. So this is obligatory. Yeah. So I think as you do it many times, you get used to reciting Al-Fatiha over the Imam. That means when the Imam is writing, it's quite difficult to concentrate, right? So you I would read, but if you don't read, it's up. Why there are two opinions, for example? Because when is the missing the point that we miss the rak'ah, which position? Ruku', right? Not that in the ruku' you must be in the position, and imam and you in the ruku', then you have not missed the prayer. If you say Allah Akbar, Imam has risen, that means you have not, you have missed the prayer, the rak'ah, right? So on that basis, the person that it was late, but he was able to join the Imam, he did not recite Al-Fatiha, but the rak'ah is still accepted. That is one of the reasons why when the Imam is there, the Imam will say Al-Fatiha for you. You do not need you do not need you do not need to say Al-Fatiha on that basis of that ruling. Okay, Somalia is ruining everything. Yeah? Seriously, right? Okay, the next one, number 4, ruku'. Yeah, the least of which means bending to that the hands can touch the knees. And the most complete is when they're making the back level and hit. So it must be 90 degrees. That's the best. But that ruku' itself, the bowing is the pillar. If you don't know ruku', the salah will be invalid. Okay. Number 5, rising from ruku'. You must rise. You cannot go to your prostration. Right. You must rise from ruku'. And number 6, standing up straight. Straight as in your bones will have to be still. Right. Again, a lot of people, because it's quite fast. Rabbana wa lakal hamd. Straight away, without standing straight, people go to the sujud, and that will make your prayer invalid. So you have to make a hadith very clear regarding this. Right. Number 7, sujud. From there, you go to sujud. The most perfect form of which is placing the forehead, nose, palms, knees, and toes on the ground. So 7 parts touching the ground. The forehead, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the toe 6, 7. Right, 7 parts that will touch the ground. Right. Number 8, rising from prostration. Number 9, sitting between the two prostrations. Right. So you must sit. Whatever you don't sit, say invalid.
Yes.
So sometimes in tahajjud, right, you cannot remember which are you doing your first sujud or second sujud. It's quite common. What do you do?
Yes,
I always do it. Is rather you add one sujud than not do sujud at all. Then you just do one. So yeah, that means you rather sit more than once rather than you don't sit at all. Understand? Right? Second tashahud, you mean? First tashahud, you mean? Yeah. We're going to go later. Yeah. So this time I'm just talking about the sitting between two sujud, right? Do you have sometimes you find that if you can't remember which is sujud, right? What do you do? Yusuf? Yeah, just do whatever it is. You need to do just extra. So it's better do more sujud, extra sujud, than do less sujud. Right? So it's quite important trick to learn. Okay?
Sometimes even in tahajjud, you sometimes forget which rak'ah you was in.
No, so yeah. So how do you resolve?
How do I resolve what you
Yes.
say?
No, because in tahajjud, right? Because 8 rak'ah, and usually we are in sujud quite a long time.
Yeah.
We do not know which rak'ah is which sujud. So what do you do to resolve
What
this?
I do?
Yes.
So I've made my own method. So in let's say in tahajjud and I'm reading from the Quran, the first rak'ah I would usually read from the right side, and the second rak'ah would be from the left side.
Oh, I see.
So
I see. I see.
if I'm in sujood, I'll be like,
Yeah.
which page did I read?
Yeah.
If If it's the right side, I'm saying the first one.
Okay, but it's for you who knows a lot of Quran.
Oh. No, no.
People who doesn't know Quran is different, right? I would make sure that I know exactly which raka'ah and which sujud. The dua is almost the same. So when I'm at this dua, I know this is my second raka'ah, second sujud. It's exactly just to make sure that I
Also,
don't
for
get
each sujood,
each sujud.
in each rak'ah, you have
I have
specific
specific
dua.
dua, yes, so that I don't forget. So I ask for, let's say for Palestine or this, right? It's always in the last raka'ah at the first sujud. I know. Last raka'ah, second sujud is for the leaders, Muslim leaders, not to be corrupted, not to be. So I know exactly what dua is. So at this I don't forget. Sometimes it feels quite sleepy, right? As a human being, if you're sleepy and then you but still pray, then completely mess up that thing, right? So you do need to have your own special method to ensure that you don't forget which raka'ah, which sujud, first or second sujud, right? So it's quite important to know this. Questions? So this is the pillar. So the number 10, right? So always remember, right? The number 9 is very important. You must sit between two prostrations. If you don't do this, you're finished. When you're finished means you might as well do again the whole thing. Okay. The number 10, being at ease in each physical pillars. That means in each position and all this, your bone must be still. Must. The two positions that people always do quickly is that when you say Sami Allahu man Hamida, and when you in the sitting between two prostrations, right? Especially when you just say Rabbi fully twice, then you need to choose a longer dua, right? To make it, you sit longer, right? Allahumma maghfirli warhamni wajburni wahdini warzuqni and all this. If you stand up, Sami Allah, say Rabbana walakal hamd, add Rabbana walakal hamd, hamdan kathiran tayyiban mubarakan fi. Add longer so that you won't automatically force yourself to stand longer. Right? This is to add on to the you missed out on the pillars of the prayer if you move too fast. Okay, so don't be like the Indonesians, right? The Ferrari imams, right? Completely, yeah.
It's only
20
three lines.
raka'ah, 20 raka'ah in 7 minutes, right?
With witty or without?
Now that's without witir. Right? Okay, this one. Okay, hold on.
You have experienced this?
Huh?
You have experienced Ferrari?
Yeah.
Okay,
Ramadan now.
Which masjid?
let's go to the
Oh, the one
next
with
one.
the
So
This
this is.
one between the houses.
Hold on, sorry. Um.
Like leading prayer.
Okay.
I was brand new. I was like, what is this? I thought it was a workout.
So number 12, right? Sitting to recite the final tashahud and the two salams. Invalid completely. Yeah. Number 13, the two salams. That means salam on the right and the left. If you miss any one of them, this is for the obligatory prayers, right? Because you know when the imam was doing the janazah prayer, it's a sunnah to do only on the right side, right? Not on the left, right? Taslim. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, the sunnah, right? For the janazah prayers specifically, yeah.
So maybe I see some people who claim to be Maliki only doing the salah and the salah and the sufficient.
For which
They claim to be Maliki. Like one young man was claimed to be Maliki and only did it on one
Yeah,
salah.
my parents did he said all the was just to sit up the right. That's it.
all other prayers, Allah knows best.
What?
I think when I was studying fiqh, I think the right is obligatory. I think the left is sunnah.
No, not for this in general. Majority will always be two, always for the obligatory prayers. Okay. Now, and the last one, doing the two pillar, the pillars in the order mentioned here. So you need to do it according to what